Hi, this is Sandra. I'm here again with another recipe, and it's a dessert for the upcoming feast days. It is a Louisiana crunch cake. Yes, it is. A lot of people love Louisiana crunch cake. I have seen it in the stores in the delicatessens, and it don't taste like a Louisiana crunch cake. So we're gonna make one today. And it's a lot of ingredients in it, y'all. It's a lot of ingredients. But bear with me with these long videos. I'm trying to cut them down. But sometimes you just can't cut down a good thing, a good recipe. But anyway, in this Louisiana crunch cake, you're going to need 5 eggs. You're going to need 3 cups of self-rising flour. I find that self-rising flour, if you get a good self-rising flour like White Lily that I use, it's perfect. Now you can use regular flour and add the salt and the baking soda or the baking powder. It's fine. But I like to do it the easy way by using just the regular self-rising flour. You're going to need 3 sticks of butter. You're going to need 1 cup of milk. And I use half and half. I love half and half milk. You're going to need 2 and 3/4 cups of sugar. You're going to need about maybe 1/4 cup of sour cream. You need coconut. You need pecans. You're going to need vanilla extract. You need coconut. You're going to need butter. And you're going to need the almond. And you're going to need some food color. Then, that's about it, what you need right now. So what we're going to do now is get everything over out the way, and we're going to do our pecans and our coconut. We're going to do the topping. We're going to do that next. We're going to put all this out the way, and we're going to do the topping. And we'll be right back. We're going to do the topping, okay? All right, we need to get our food processor out and put about 3/4 cups of pecans. And we're going to process them. Because this is going to be on the bottom. Let's see how this look. About like this, y'all. This is all about what we needed like this. Let's see. About like that. That would be great. Okay? We're going to take this out. And we're going to pour it. Take this out. We're going to pour this in this. Just move this out the way. Get all those pecans out of there, y'all. Pecans are high in Mississippi. I don't know where they are real cheap, but they are really expensive here. Okay, we're going to add coconut to this. Because this is going to be our topping. So we're going to add about maybe a cup of coconut. Like this. If I can open it right, y'all. Okay. Add coconut to it. About a cup of coconut. This is a real kitchen, y'all. I should have had this open. Okay, about a cup of coconut. Just like this. Do that with my finger. About a cup of coconut. We're going to blend it together because this is going to be our topping. Just like this. And that is fabulous. So unless you want more coconut or less pecans, I think this is work just fine. This right here. This is a crunch cake. Okay, we might put a little bit more pecans in here. Just a little bit more. Not too many. Maybe about just a little bit more. Because I want to save some of these pecans for another recipe. And I'm going to put a little bit more in here. Just a little bit more. Okay. Okay, I think that'll be plenty. That'll be plenty, y'all. Plenty, plenty, plenty. So we're going to take this out and we're going to pour the rest of the pecans in here. Yeah, that'll be plenty. Just enough for what we need. That'll be plenty. Just like that. Now, this is how you want it to look. Just like this, because it's going to be a crunch cake. And you want it to be all crunched up in there like that. supposed to look like that, y'all. See how that looks? That's supposed to look like that. Okay, we'll be right back starting with our cake. All right, what we're going to do is prepare our pan. And I'm using another spring pan to do this Louisiana crunch cake. We got our pecan and coconut together. So what we're going to do is grease this with some, you can spray with Pam or whatever. But I use shortening because it holds better. I put the shortening around the pan and I do it just like this because it holds better. See that? It holds better. And then we're going to put it at the bottom and make sure it's at the bottom as well. Just like that. And we're going to continue going around just like this. Because when that cake come out, you want it to have this topping on it. Because that's why it's called a crunch cake. So you want to make sure all that's covered. See that? Just like this. Make sure it's all covered. Now the the bottom going to come loose. But you're going to have the top already covered. Just like this. Covering the top. Make sure the top is covered. And you use shortening in order to stick like that. And then you're going to use the rest like this. Okay? You got the sides coated. Right there, you got the sides coated. And then you're going to put the layer like this at the bottom. Just like that. And you're going to make sure that it is coated all around the sides. And that's where it goes, like that. That's a mess, but, you know, make the messes. What we got to do sometimes. See that? This is how you do it. Make sure your pan is coated all the way around, but some of it's going to move just like that because it's at the bottom, but it's stuck around the perimeter of this pan. And then we finish with that. Move all this out the way, and we're going to start on our cake. Okay? Our cake is going to start on our cake. And what we're going to do first is add the sugar. We're going to, well, let's see. We're going to do the eggs. I'll be right back, okay? All right, we're going to do our butter and sugar first. Our butter is room temperature. We're going to whip the butter and sugar together. It's almost like a pound cake, but it's delicious too. It's more like a butter cake instead of a pound cake, okay? We're going to whip the butter and the sugar together. And this recipe will be on soulfoodqueen.net in case y'all want to look for it. We're going to whip this together. This is all whipped. Okay, I'm going to cut the video down so it won't be so lifting. Alright, we're going to add our egg one at a time. Add another egg. Until we get all 5 eggs incorporated, we'll be right back. Alright, I added some sour cream. And I'm going to whip it in with the eggs, the butter, and sugar. Whip it in real good. You want to make sure your sour cream is whipped it very fine. Okay. It's fluffy. Okay. Make sure you get that middle, because that's what makes a cake thick. If you don't get that middle real good, you come out with a thick cake. And you don't want a thick cake. You want a cake to be all textured good all over. Like that. Okay, we got that done. Now, what I'm going to do, I have the flour, but I sift some of the flour. So I'm going to sift some more of the flour into the batter, just like this. Then we're going to go again. I'm going to add some of the milk. And some milk. Make sure you get that middle, y'all. I'm going to add some more flour. Now this is 3 cups of flour. Okay? Add some more flour. And add some more milk. Make sure you get the sides. Okay, we're going to add some more flour. And this is all the flour right here, y'all. And I did not sift that. Oh, my goodness. But it's okay. I already sifted it before. I always like to sift flour. Add milk. I would like to sift flour before I start anyway. So it's not going to hurt because that was the last bunch of it. It's a magnificent cake, y'all. Some more milk. Looking good. So make sure we get that middle. That middle. Okay, what I'm going to do now is add about 4 teaspoons of oil. Okay. And now we're going to get ready to add our flavoring. And it's going to be a teaspoon of vanilla, maybe 2. It's going to be a teaspoon of almond extract. Okay. Fingers are dirty, y'all. And we're going to have some butter. If I can open it, let's see. We're going to add some butter. About 2 teaspoons of butter. Flavored. Okay. Then we're going to add some coconut. Okay, I should have all this open. About a teaspoon of coconut. This is a regular kitchen, y'all. A regular kitchen. Yes, it is. And we're going to put the top on this vanilla because I will waste it. Sure, my name is Sandy. I know I will. I'm going to push these to the back. Then we're going to add some food coloring. We're going to add about 2. Let's see. Let's see if we can squeeze this out, y'all. Okay, we're going to see if we can add about, I guess, 6 drops will be good. 6 drops will be good, maybe. Okay, and we're going to blend this together. Like I said, what kind of cook is this? This is a cook thing center, y'all. Okay, that's going to make it look like it's got butter in it, y'all. Yes, indeed. Now I'm not too happy with the texture, so I'm going to add a little bit more milk. As soon as I get through blending this, add a little bit more milk and we'll be right back. Okay, I added about maybe 1/4 cup of milk, maybe less, because I don't like the way the texture feels. And I added a little bit more food coloring as well. And see how the texture look? The texture is getting a lot better now. Okay, that's the way you want it. Okay, I'm gonna blend it all out. Okay, I'm gonna finish blending and I'll be right back. Alright, I want y'all to make sure y'all get that middle, because that's when you have that packiness in your cake. Make sure you get that middle real good, y'all. Real good. Okay? And I taste it. It tastes marvelous. It tastes good. But make sure y'all get that middle real soft, because that's where the problem lies. You don't get it blended up real good. Okay, we're going to get ready to pour the cake into the lined coconut and pecan pan, and we'll be right back. Okay? Make sure you get that middle, y'all. I'm going to make sure y'all get that middle, just like you got the sides. Make sure you get that middle. Okay? Like that. Okay? Now, be right back. Alright, we add in our batter to the pan with the pecans and the coconut. It smells wonderful, y'all. It smells good. Real good. So we're going to add this in there. Look how fluffy it is, y'all. It's fluffy. And make sure your ingredients is room temperature. Your eggs have to be room temperature. Your sour cream, your milk. Everything got to be room temperature. This smells so good. We're going to gently press it to the side because we don't take that crunch off. That crunch. Okay? Okay, we're going to make sure we get it all flattened out like that. And we're going to put it in a preheated oven until it is well done. Because sometimes people's ovens is not equivalent to what other people's ovens are. So I'm going to mash this all down like this. Make sure you get to the sides. And we're going to put it in that oven. And we'll be right back with it, y'all. Okay? Alright, we're getting ready to do our glaze. And what we need on our glaze is 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. We're going to need about 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to need some more butter flavored. About half teaspoon of butter flavored. I'm going to put this on because I waste the butter flavored, y'all. Oh my goodness, I knew I was going to waste something. So I did waste that, so I'll have to buy some more. Then we're going to need a teaspoon of almond extract. Half a teaspoon of almond extract. Put it in there like that. And we're going to need half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to need a teaspoon of coconut. Just open coconut. We're going to need that. The cake smells good, y'all. It's about ready to come out the oven. Okay, we're going to need about a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of half and half. And we're going to blend this together until it gets creamy. To get a creamy consistency. So we might need to put some more milk in it. Let's see what we got first, y'all. Okay, we're getting to that point. Okay, we might need just a little bit more milk to make it more like a glaze. Like, let's put just a little bit more milk, about a tablespoon. Okay, of milk. This is going to be our topping. And it's going to be like a runny glaze. So you're going to make sure that it's runny glaze. Okay, so what we're going to do now is put this in the microwave for about maybe a minute in the microwave. Just a second to get it all loosened up, you know. It tastes good. Be right back. All right, our cake is done. So I put it in a spring pan. So I'm going to take it loose. Okay, spring pan took it loose. And we're going to let it sit for a second because we're going to turn it over. Now I'm going to show you on the sides, right there on the sides where the crumbs are. See where the crumbs are? We're going to turn this over when it cools. Right now it's still cold. I mean, it's still hot. So I'm going to wait till it cools. I'm going to turn it over and we're going to show you how it looks with the crumb bottom. Okay? Okay. All right. What I did, I put a plate on top of the silver pan. I flipped it over, and here's our cake. I will not do it again, y'all. I will not do it again. Here's our cake came off there. Take my word for it. I will not lie to you. And I wanted to do it while it was a little warm. I didn't want to do it while it was cold. So you see the crumb topping. This crumb topping has got beautiful. So what we're going to wait until it cool off, and then we're going to put the glaze on top, and we'll be through with our cake out, okay? All right. Now, take my word. Now, I put that at the bottom, flipped it over, and it slid right out. See there? There it is right there, y'all. I'll be right back with the icing. Okay, I took a picture of the crumb cake. I wanted to video and let you see how beautiful it came out. How the crumbs and the coconut and the pecans made a crumb all the way around the cake. That's what you call Louisiana crumb cake. We'll get ready to put the icing on so you know what it looked like. And it smells fabulous, y'all. It smells fabulous and it looks good. And it's going to be good too. Can't wait to cut it and share it with y'all. All right, we're getting ready to pour the glaze on top of our crumb cake. So we wanted to slide all over the cake. We're going to push it over. We have a little crumbs in there so they know it's a crumb cake. So we're just going to let it slide all over the cake just like that. Push it on out. And let it just slide all over the cake. Let it drizzle down. Just like that all over the cake. And we'll put a little crumbs in there so you know it's a crumb cake. So just get it all like that. Spread it out. And when it hardens, it's time to eat. Eat a piece of the cake. And it looks beautiful, y'all. Help it out. Then it spread on out. Like that. It's a good cake for the fall. Louisiana crumb cake. And when it gets ready, we're going to serve it when the icing get, not using a smooth spoon, y'all, because it's more flexibility there. Should have made more icing, but I didn't want to go too overboard with the icing, y'all. This crumb cake is delicious, y'all. I know it already before I even taste it. It's a homemade cake. People just in the kitchen make these cakes. You can make beautiful cakes. I'm not a professional cake decorator, but I can sure make a cake taste good. Okay, now we're going to let this sit and get kind of crunchy like, I guess. The sides here. And we'll be right back, okay? Be right back. Okay, this is the end results of my Louisiana crunch cake. I have a little pecans going through the icing, and it looks good to me, y'all. I'm not a great icener on a cake, but I can sure make a cake taste good. This cake is from New Orleans, like the Louisiana crunch cake. Yes, indeed. So this can be a collection with the sweet potato cake, because I made this cake with the same spring pan, and it came out real good. It came out real good. We're going to take a piece of it and let you see what it looks like inside, okay?